All right, trade deadline losers. So obviously Vegas giving up the first, second, and third for Tatar. Obviously they have a lot of cap room, so it doesn't hurt them too much there. And they have a lot of draft picks, but giving up a first, second, and third definitely will hurt. They don't have a first this year, although it's going to be a late first, so it hurts a little less. And obviously, if they win the cup and he plays well over the next few years, there it will turn out to be a win. But right now, I'm gonna say lose because he hasn't had the greatest season, and like I said, a first, second, and third is a lot to give up for Thomas Tatar. Let me know what you think about that. Next is the Preds. Giving up a first and a fourth and Edsel for Hartman. I know Hartman scored his first game in Nashville, so good for him. Not that he's a really bad player. He's actually a pretty good player. Maybe a third line, second line player at the highest. But giving up a first, I mean, still going to be a late first, but who knows what that first is going to be. Obviously, the Preds have a really good chance of making it back to the Stanley Cup Finals and winning it, and maybe they felt Hartman. They had to get Hartman for this just to beef up their top nine. I would have liked maybe a second or third for there. Obviously, Chicago did really well in this trade, but the only good thing is Hartman, even though he's a RFA at the end of this year, he's under team control. He doesn't have arbitration rights yet, so that's the only good thing. For Sellers, the kind of the one that really is questionable is Kane to the Sharks for a conditional first, and they only get that first if Kane signs. I believe it's a second if he doesn't, and a conditional fourth. Don't know exactly what the conditions are there. You see Hartman go for first. Obviously, Kane has his past, and maybe this is what came into it. Clearly, San Jose, if they really want to keep their first, they just get rid of. I mean, they don't re-sign Kane, and so yeah, Sabres should have got a little bit more, especially seeing Hartman pick him up first, and then Tatar go for a first, second, and third. Kane can score as much as Tatar probably could. So definitely should be a guaranteed first. Now they still might get a first, obviously, if he resigns with San Jose, but I wouldn't put too much money on that. Then two players that really kind of lost out. Erik Karlsson, obviously, he was looking to get traded. He didn't really request a trade. They were just looking to trade him. So he's going to have to hear about it for another 6 weeks, whether he wanted to be traded. He said he doesn't want to be traded. He wants to stay in Ottawa, which very well could be true, but he's just going to hear about it a lot. And Henrik Lundqvist, he's signed his, I think he's got 4 years left or 3 years left after this year. Obviously, New York's rebuilding. He's been there his whole career, so it would have been nice to see them go to the Cup Finals again with him. Even they might still, but I don't see it anytime soon. And obviously, I think he's 36 or 37. It might be a little bit older than that. So he kind of loses. So yeah, let me know what you think of which team do you think did bad in the trade deadline. And like, comment, subscribe. Have a nice day.